Hello, Zero here again, and welcome to another episode of the 100% lore playthrough, our manager series. So, I've decided to not really talk about my thought process in day 26 and 27. I'm just going to give a quick outline of what we are going to do. But, yeah. Let's proceed. So first off, yesterday, day 26, we already got our new disciplinary team, which increases the attack speed for all agents, and the continued service benefits are to increase the offensive capabilities of ego of these guys. So the lore behind the disciplinary team is the most hardcore of all departments. The disciplinary team creates regulations and punishments with a variety of intents, be it for when an employee violates material rules, when one leaves their obligations unfulfilled, or neglects their job. If the company were to be damaged enormously and so on, or if the company damaged and so on. The disciplinary team is the best at handling and sanctioning any situation, no matter if it is with an abnormality or one of our own employees. Still don't have any research from that. And okay, so we are at day 26. We got this new abnormality. It looks like it's just a TED. Now for the basic plan, we are still going to be exploiting our stat checkers, which are abnormalities that have a limit. You can't just get someone who is really good at everything and farm stuff from it. So it produces more higher PE boxes, or a pretty high PE box and pretty high chance of success. But again, if you send higher level agents into them, they will die. For instance, this same machine send someone with Fortitude 4, they'll die. But if you send someone a Fortitude of 3 and just continue farming this for that entire day, you'll take advantage of the high success rate, which high success rate means more experience, and by the end of the day, you're going to be like Galena, which was Fortitude 3 at the start of day 25, and by the end of the day they got to Fortitude 5. So that's our first stat checker, and our other stat checker is the Warm-Hearted Woodsman. This one looks for Temperance 3. So again, for this day, we are going to use someone to go for. So Mackie, that was what was Mackie doing yesterday. Mackie is going to work on the singing machine. So we're going to give Mackie a decent armor case for white. And for the Warm-Hearted Woodsman, I'm going to send Morty over. I'm going to give Morty a better armor too. Something strong against white. I can just give what Elena has, and I can just get Elena to wear something else. Alright, before we forget that, I'll just give Elena something normal. Okay, so that's that. Singing machine, Mackie, Warm-Hearted Woodsman, Morty. And to prepare for day 27, singing machine, I am going to send Hunter. But we need Hunter to work on the Fortitude. So Hunter's going to farm either Forsaken Murder or Spider Bud just to increase the Fortitude to Fortitude 3. As for the Warm-Hearted Woodsman, I'm going to use Devona. Devona is going to just farm either Scorched Girl or Well Cheers. Not a problem. As for the rest, we've got two valves that we can use to farm. Night of Despair. It's gonna be attachment. I can send Galena over. Just need Galena to wear a proper suit. So Galena is Temperance 4, but the SP is not quite high, but it's doable. Again, we just need decent armor, white armor. As for the DRV, this one's good for farming insight. I'll just send Christopher. So Kalina, let's look for something decent again. Morty is currently using Gaze. I think I'm going to need Gaze for something as weak as this. This is 3 to 5. This is 4 to 6. So Gaze might be a bit overkill for Morty. I'll just give it to Galena. For the Tet, I can just get something kinda strong. Wrist Cutter seems strong enough. That's 0.6. That's the plan with them. Now, for our actual priority. Priority is to get this done. Probably get this, but it's kind of low priority. And get this, our pale weapon. So for that, I'll just send, I don't know, I just resend someone like Chloe again. Probably Victor. Victor, not really. I want that Fortitude to remain 3. I just send Eliza. Eliza for this one. This one's gonna be Adam. Both of this is going to be Adam's work. Same thing with this stat. Okay, so that's our game plan. Took me 7 minutes to talk about it, but at least it's not 30 minutes like what we did in the previous 2 episodes. Hey! Let's start! So, as mentioned yesterday, we've got a moaning lady. Suresh. Let's get the attachment work going. This one, again, this is gonna be Morty. Singing machine, this is gonna be Mackie. This one, I'll just send Dakota again to get the bonus. Now, this one is going to be Christopher. This one's gonna be Devona. Though we forgot to get the armor. Alright, let's just try whether Devona's going to take a bit of damage from Scorched Girl or not. And I need to pump up Hunter to at least level 3. So that's going to be 1 per run. I could use Crumbling Armor instead for farming, but 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, let's just send Hunter over there. I don't know why the music stopped. And guess that's that for our plan. Maybe if we can just send someone over here and just help farm that. Right, Adam seems okay working around FO118. It's likely because she stays still as if she's pinned to the wall whenever anyone enters containment unit. Let's prioritize the lore rather than our people. When Adam is working, the containment unit is completely silent as FO118 breaks that silence by whispering frantically. I can hear that. Her words are faint and muffled. Alright, pick that up. Employees with temperance level 1 may turn their head back after hearing FO118. Attachment work is performed. The cliff was counter lowered. Okay, too bad we used attachment work. Work result was normal. Cliff was counter lowered to normal probability. Work result was bad. Cliff was counter lowered with high probability. Okay, if this is one, it might breach, but we shall soon see. So 3, 2, 1, breach. No? Okay, looks like the Glyphos counter is higher. Let's return their luminous bracelet before it kills our person. Okay. Let's see if... No, it's high. Immeasurable, low, high, high, high. This is gonna be bad. Let's see if we have someone. Maybe London? London is also high. Need someone who's common. Helena. All of them are high, so I think we can just skip this a bit. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Alright, so attachment's not good. Let's find something else. Might breach. Right, let's go for repression work. More lore. After listening to murmuring, one can assume she's longing for someone. And you just means the wall. Small mumbles. Oh, this is gonna be normal. No, that's good. Huh. Every employee in the department suffered white damage when the Glyphos counter hit 0. So it doesn't seem to escape, I think. But it was a good result, so I guess I can't complain. Alright, I think we can work on this just quickly before the meltdown occurs. Same thing with this. Mackie can work on that. And Morty. So that should be 4. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It should be 12. Right, what's London doing? Nothing really. And London's gonna be our backup plan in case we need to do something. We got some moaning from the Forsaken Murderer, and got a moaning from this girl. Well, that's thanks to the armor. That's the power of 0.2 for you. And I'm just going to push Hunter to level 3 here. So I'm gonna just do... Wait. That was wrong. I was planning to just do it here again. Forgot that we are going to deal with and to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Spider butt. Right, something for Devona. This one, I can send it to Elena. Elena's going to be working on preparing for that anyway. And the crumbling armor also. That's Hunter's job. Okay. Repression seems okay, but let's just see one of these guys. This one is very good, but it will reduce the Cleophos. Meltdown. Alright, let's just look at the records first. She's always facing the wall. Not a single person has seen her face. While she occasionally talks to herself and weeps quietly, it is impossible to have a meaningful conversation with her. Despite her human appearance, it is impossible to discern what she is really looking at or her true intentions. It's common. Well, thankfully Adam has a shit ton of temperance. Okay, so what are we going to do? I'll just continue what we were doing. Morty. Night of Despair again with the Galena. And this is going to be Christopher. It's a Wall Gazer. Wall Gazer always keeps herself in the same pose. If it weren't for her babbling, one may believe her to be a statue. I got Wall Gazer over here. I got goods, thankfully. This one's very high. And repression work was slow. Good thing we were lucky with that. Okay, more lore for our lore playthrough. I'm just going to move away so we don't hear the the moaning. She'll attempt to talk to or pique the interest of those who are about to leave her containment unit. However, one should never look back in response, as it may cause mental damage. Certain rumors insist that one may turn to stone upon looking back, but this is certainly not true. And we got crumbling armor here. We just did 2 for Hunter. So 40 plus... So best case we're going to get 3. 40 plus 3. I think this is going to be our last one. That should be able to push it over the cutoff for Fortitude 3. Okay, what else? I just continue working on this, but let's give Adam a challenge. Next would be Dawn. Still thinking of how I'm going to deal with this. We got really good people. Just need someone who will get 5. So for instance, Christopher is Temperance 5 also, but after today it's going to get Prudence Prudence 5. My alternative would be someone like Eliza. I could get Eliza to level 5 Prudence. Then with the 3 Temperance, that's going to assure that Silent Orchestra will probably be common. Alright, I think we have a slight change of plans. I could just let Eliza do that. I got the Samurai Sword. Just notice this. Can't resist getting that Samurai Sword. I think there's really not an issue given that Adam is wearing the ego suit. The right ego suit for the job. Singing Machine. Let's go for Maki again. Already healed up. Devona. Oh. Too much prudence isn't gonna be an issue. Yeah, I think change of plans. I will just get Eliza over here. Unfortunately, Eliza's not wearing the right armor. Alright, let's just go with Christopher again. And maybe just take the rest next day. What I can do right now is I can let Adam do a good work on this. As we've seen that this Silent Orchestra at least has 2, probably 3 Glyphos meltdown counters, because that's what happened first time we tried doing work on it. Didn't breach. So we've got 2 chances of maybe getting a normal result. Now this one again, we are going to send Hunter or Galena. Yep, it's gonna be Galena. My sound is getting iffy. And let Morty work on this. -8, that's our limit. Alright, Violet done. Hunter's already here. I can let Hunter go back. And I can let these guys... I need someone to guard that area. I'll get someone with a gun. Also guard that area. Mainly because this is Violet Dawn, and Violet Dawn... So you can't move Morty over. Or I can just let Morty farm this a bit and just return afterwards. In the meantime, I can let people use the tools. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once Morty's done, I can send Morty back over here. And I can just send Devona over here for 1 work. You'll have to wait for Morty to get back to the room. Morty's running all the way. Okay. Okay. So that's that. This doesn't escape, so it's not really an issue. And this is Violet Dawn. The easiest. My only concern was it would take way too much time for my people to get over there. That's that, and I'm just going to be a bit cheeky. Okay, that's the fruit of understanding. Are we gonna get to Green Noon? Probably not. To play our cards right, we probably don't need to. Mackie can go here. Marty can go there. And it's gonna be Galina's work. It's gonna be Christopher. Right. This is just common. Then again, it's not really gonna be an issue. Or not. There's really no point in working with this. This is just a decent ego suit, but it's dead. We already got everything we needed from that. Fancy, just go back there. And that's Wall Gazer. Doesn't even twitch. She can feel the presence of Adam in the containment unit. Got Wall Gazer. And it's one of those abnormalities that change its name the more you work on it. So first 2 levels it's Wall Gazer, now it's Lady Facing the Wall. And I need to move this out of screen so I won't hear the muffled moaning again. Hey, certain rumors insist that one may turn into stone upon looking back. It's not true. Already read that. Excerpt from observation log I-304. There's one important rule to follow. Ignore her. She always tries to draw our attention. She mutters incoherently in an attempt to have those in the room pay closer attention to what she's saying. She'll even plead or whisper maliciously when someone is about to leave in the hopes that they may instinctively look back. Subconscious is a threat to your own health. In her presence, it is important to have your guard up and to be aware of what is occurring when you are in the room with her. If you forget the warnings for even a second and let your guard down, you may find yourself looking back towards here. I have another warning to leave to all who read this. Do not let this insidious abnormality learn your name. If she learns your name, she may use it to trick you into turning around. No matter what you hear or what she may do to tempt you while you are in the room with her, do not under any circumstance look at her. Curiosity is a luxury you must never indulge in when you are in her containment unit. So that explains attachment work. She wants you to do attachment work. On the other hand, that will lower the Cliffos counter. The story is similar to a bunch of myths, you know. What are the myths? Orpheus and there's one other. Forgot what was that. Sanagi? Yeah, something like that. Alright, Origa, go back here. 222. Sure, why not? Adam, work on that. We are continuously exploiting the singing machine and the warm-hearted woodsman. Now Adam is just farming PE from nothing there. Nothing really special from that. I think we're going to reach. We can reach 630 out of this. On the other hand, I can deal with them with what we have right now. It's really not an issue dealing with Green Noon. We have enough level 5s to deal with them. Christopher. I think I could just do some work with this. Insight is common. Attachment is common. I'll just do some attachment work with it. If it's good, well, it's great since we are going to be wrapping up this day anyway. Now, Mackie and Morty. Talent Orchestra sensational performance. Maybe if we're lucky we can get the normal results. But I'm not betting on it. Adam is way too high temperance. Let's pause first. Okay, this was the only one that was unlocked. First movement, calm and slow. The conductor begins to direct the apocalypse. It seems we'll be able to finish the day without hitting noon. Huh. Huh. Lucky us. Or not. Depending if we're going to get 16 here. If we're going to get 16 here, we're good. If not, I am just going to have to move everyone to central location. I got 17. What do you know? Okay, so that's it for today. At least for this day. This still episode, we're just 30 minutes into the episode. I can still continue. And we got the lady facing the wall. Ego suits. This might be good. Hopefully it's a ranged weapon. We need more ranged weapons. Still need more of this. Nothing there. Still a long way from mimicry, but I think tomorrow we have a chance of getting mimicry. And yeah, that's it for today. Mackie didn't get to level 575. Galena got to level 5 from the knight. Christopher got to level 5, which is good. Fortitude though, still needs some work. Else, Morty should be 5. Fortunately, Morty is just 4. Adam just raised the justice by a small bit. And yeah, that's that. Hey. Three. Yeah, 3. D01105. Tales say that the moon bewitches man, yet in reality it is the man that despairs at the moon. FO187. Still remained a beautiful place where the emerald road sparkled bright as ever. O298. Now it's time for my head to burst. Good day. And it's 3, so that's it. Time for my head to burst. Good day. In our world, the mind has lost everything. Its weight, its significance. Now it is nothing. Everything advances, but the human mind is simply too slow and placid to catch up. All that remains are the 26 singularities, and those who are tied to them. Humankind has deserted its former beliefs, now has little respect for the various pillars that have supported us. These days, no one ever dreams. Nobody ever earnestly believes in something or wishes for anything. The belief once strong within a certain woman is now obsolete and worthless, abandoned like an old music box. Everything has gone quiet, as if nothing had happened in the first place. However, A couldn't stand that despicable silence. So what do you think happened to him? On a bright sunny day with clear skies, he died. I was both the first witness of his death and one of the culprits in his murder. However, A has always existed here, watching you ever since you stepped inside. Sometimes Sephiroth would ask me this. Why do we have to bear this pain? A machine should only exist as a tool for a specific work. Why do we have to know the cold agony of loss, the insidious poison of obsession, the soft light of wishing, the unbearable pain of despair, then the hope to embrace it all with open arms? I thought I could answer anything. But not even I could answer that particular question. A machine must behave as a machine. That phrase was something A told me often. Perhaps A, the one who would know better than anyone about this fact, made us like this because it's all a stage play. No, a puppet show for him. You seem to have no idea. Well, of course, there's no way for you to know. But now it is time for you to know the answer. It's something I've always done. First as a hope, second through agony, third in pain, fourth for anxiety, fifth out of distrust. Now nothing remains. Commencing memory synchronization. And we now open our new department. Huh? What? Who are you? I'm the manager. Ah, you're the new manager. Sorry, you don't look like anything like one. The other departments may kiss your ass while you walk around with an air of arrogance as the manager. But here, that pompous attitude will knot itself into your noose. Well, seeing that you at least made it here, I guess you won't be a complete deadweight. I am Gebera, head of disciplinary. We're the best department when it comes to combat out of all the teams. We have no need for cowards. You wanna know what kind of person I hate the most? Those crybabies who constantly whine about the abnormalities or employees being pitiable things. How they don't want to see anything die. It's the exact same as a soldier refusing to kill in the heat of the battlefield. As long as you're not one of those annoyances, then we should get along just fine. You really seem to hate cowards. Shouldn't be obvious. They're a hindrance. Let me ask you this. What do you think abnormalities are? Holy entities? Poor defenseless creatures caged underground? Precious beings that make energy for us? Totally wrong. They're none of that. Abnormalities can be damaged, but never destroyed. At the very least, they seem to feel pain. Let's make their unending lives as painful as possible. So for the disciplinary team, we have our first mission, the purpose of pain. If you want to last longer than a single day here, you have to get used to suppressing those monsters we call abnormalities. Killing those things need to be as easy as breathing for you. It helps if you make them suffer too. I personally enjoy that part. Goal: suppress 5 abnormalities with risk level A or lower. Thinking of expanding disciplinary today? If you are, let's do it quickly. Okay, change of plans. We are going to try to finish that mission. But we are still gonna try to abuse our stat checkers. And we have a plan for that. Again, Hunter's going to be working on Singing Machine later, but Hunter's gonna work on that. Elena just needs a bit of work to get to prepare for this one. Devona's already ready for Warm-Hearted. Frank just needs a bit more prudence. But apart from that, I think we'll just focus first on doing the breaching. We need 5 again, right? Just level A or lower. Already did a similar mission before, but we just did 4. So that was Schadenfreude, Scorched Girl, Fragment, and Forsaken Murderer. We need 1 more to breach that we will need to kill. I think for that we can just use the... Oh, they don't need to be different? Okay. Okay, let's try doing Schadenfreude. Thanks for that, chat. I'll try doing Schadenfreude and try killing it over and over again. If Schadenfreude, if 5 abnormalities, if that doesn't work, we can just let all around the helper breach. Yeah, we'll just let all around helper breach. Not an issue there too. We mostly got non-breaching, except we don't want this to breach because it's an Aleph. We don't know if this breaches. I think it doesn't breach. This seems to be a breaching, or probably not. I don't know. Alright. So yeah, Frank's okay. Devona, I think Devona, we can give Devona a better armor. Morty is okay. Right, we're also going to assign Raika a better weapon. Or I can give London's a weapon. I'll just give London's a weapon. Got a new weapon, and it's the Life for Daredevil. An ancient sword, just as its archetype desired. It will be useless in the hands of the frightened. And as for Raika, I can just give the... Nope. Can't carry it. Alright, I'll just give it to Raika. London can just use this. London has Justice 5, so it's probably just the same. Okay, double check Devona. Frank, okay, no problem with that. Devona, I can give Devona better suits. I can give Gaze to Devona. Or I can just give a wrist cutter to Devona. Just like what Morty did. Okay. That should be okay. So we're not going to be unlocking stuff. Maybe we're just gonna drop by here later. And we've got this flowery guy. Time for the head to burst. To be frank, life in this place isn't so great. The company says they provide healthy hobbies, but not many people engage in that notion. Everyone looks for their own escape, be it violence, gambling, gluttony. I thought I had strength in self-control and discipline compared to others. It did help me to live a smoother life. Maybe that's the reason I was assigned to Porcubus Containment Unit. Yes, Porcubus, where the lowest of the low employees visit. I've heard a bit about what other employees do in that containment unit. They call it the game of trust. A game of trust. What an elegant thing to name it. And we didn't need to unlock anything, we just know that this is Porcubus. And lady facing the wall. Right. Just for fun, I'm going to let Adam do the honors. Also, Dakota's already level 5. Huh. Right, Dakota, get on with it. Get that good result again. And we're gonna farm Schadenfreude 2 times. 5 times. I'm gonna move Adam here for that. And right, Schadenfreude. Let's send everyone to kill it. Schadenfreude. So we can hear those first thrusts. That was from the Night of Despair Ego weapon. Okay, that's one. Right. That's weird. Christopher got that. Oh, okay. Christopher got damaged mainly because of the singing machine. Don't need to use the singing machine weapon. That's enough. Right, we're going to hear the thrusts again before a buzzsaw. That's Grinder Mark 4 from Dakota, I think. Then we have the Gaze from Schadenfreude. Forgot to fast forward. Okay, so we don't need to, as chat has reminded me, we don't really need to do other things. Unlike the HOD mission. I think it was the HOD mission. And I'll just fast forward this in the YouTube archive. The YouTube VOD. I don't need to let Raika run over. Okay, while we're at it, let's just take a look at our new department. So, compared to the other department, the central department has this weird thing here, but its layout is also weird. This doesn't go anywhere. This goes here, here, here. And yeah, it looks like a church or some holy place. You got crosses and you got Stars of David like symbols, but the rest is pretty much the same. Apart from the symbolism, there is still this thing that we see in other places. Right, is Schadenfreude done? Okay. Got 3 down. And just 2 more. Okay, that's enough. But yeah, compare that with the disciplinary team. Okay, we have the standard equipment and first aid stuff, but this is more of your industrial dystopian thing, and there's a helipad like thing with a W. Gonna guess that's related to the W Corp, because we're L Corp and there are 26 singularities, probably related to W Corp. And I don't hear anything anymore. So, one last thing. And yep, that's that. Just wait for that to reach 5. My purpose pane 1 cleared. Now, this would be yep, Hunter. And this would be Devona, but Devona needs to heal a bit. Frank needs to farm a bit. As for this one, who needs to work on it? Galena can work on it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We are not going to hit the meltdown. It's unlikely. So we're gonna hit the meltdown. Devon is pretty slow. Oh, Adam. Go back here. Alright. Maybe I'll just send London over. London's way too high. Alright, let's just send London over. And once this is done, I am going to send Tom over to push. No, Frank. I'm going to push Frank over Temperance too. So I'm gonna do that with 1 sin. And next meltdown, just continue doing what we are doing there. Adam, I'm going to start sending him over here. We're gonna wrap this up so we don't need to deal with it again. Then start working on this thing. Right. Send Frank over. Devona, I need Devona to move over here. Devona's very slow. It's gonna eat up our time. Okay. Knight of Despair. Who needs the Knight of Despair? Maggie can do it. Sure, why not? Notes? Wait. A certain amount of damage they will explode. So it's... What did I send? Devona? Well, that's 1. It's 2. And there's the 3. Devona, just go there and do 1 sin. Wait. Devona's already temperance. Okay, Devona's temperance 3 thanks to the notes. I was thinking. I was wondering how the hell did she get that high. Right, safety team. Hunter. Was it Hunter who was doing that? Yep, Hunter. And now just get Adam working there to wrap that one up. Get away, I don't need to hear moaning. That should be 30 seconds, right? Okay, it requires two. Ooh, more lore. Excerpt from. Let's move a bit away. Excerpt from Counseling Log 939. Employee F5004. Redacted was a colleague of mine for whom I cared deeply. Well, I cared for all my co-workers, but Redacted was different. The amount of passion they poured into their work was something I have rarely witnessed in life. Anyways, I have no idea how she, that abnormality, learned Redacted's name. Maybe someone called it out to them while they were inside the containment unit and she heard it. We should have sent two in for work with her. Common procedure was to have a team of two sent it to the containment unit, and as you know, we're always short-handed. Besides, that abnormality was low on the threat scale. If we followed the procedure and sent two inside, the powers that be would not have been happy about it one bit. Well, you know the rest. The day the incident happened, Redacted was sent into the containment unit as usual, but didn't come out for a long time. I know Redacted was a prompt and diligent worker, so I headed straight for the containment unit, fearing the worst. Thankfully, I found them without even a scratch, but the kid looked out of it, like way out of it. The next day, the kid was resigned. I heard they sent him to an asylum, but no one ever saw Redacted again. The kid just kept staring at the wall, murmuring and not responding to anyone. That was the last time I saw Redacted. No one knows what happened inside the containment unit. You won't find it out from the kid either. Just more story? I think this one's decent. Probably has a drawback like our singing machine, but at long range and normal speed, unlike the singing machine, which is very slow and long range. So there might be a catch. And Night of Despair. Okay, got Red Dawn. Red Dawn's really not an issue. We'll just send people over here again because this is actually the only place that is kind of risky. And I think we now have time to work on the new one. Porcubus. Let's try insight work on Porcubus. While we're working again, let's get Hunter do that. And no, I need to return the notes first. Okay. When the game of trust with O298 reaches its maximum, it will gently pet your head with the thorns on its tail. 298 has a shackle-like necklace around its neck. No one knows who tied it up. Some employees who were addicted to O298's pleasure tried to pull out its thorns, but failed. It's not dealing any damage, just 1 and 0. Okay, that was a bad result. When it's good, Glue's counter increased. When it's bad, Glue's counter decreased. Simple enough. So, Instinct was bad. Let's try something else. Got the notes done. And we can send Devona again. Devona now has Temperance too, which is good. Maybe it will breach? No, it didn't breach. Alright. See what's next? Let's try repression work. Oh, shut up, lady facing the wall. Let's send over London. Just for kicks. Scorched Girl. Alright, Frank can do that. Try to like Legless. It's normal. When employees with a temperance level 3 or lower had good work result, they died. Okay. They can't send temperance 3 or lower. Need temperance 4 at least. See massive white damage when it escapes. So you can't send anyone with low temperance to deal with it. Fragment is high, so I can just send Frank over to just wrap up their temperance. The Machine Hunter. Knight of Despair. Who else needs Knight of Despair? Already did Mackie once, but sure. Who's on routes? Just one for that. We need someone to work on dimensional. It's not a waste. Velasquez? Velasquez doesn't have good armor for this one. Same thing with Chloe. Vera probably won't be able to deal with it too. Galena. Sure. And then taking a beating. Ah, he's fine. Oh, okay, we just need to cancel one of them. And let's just cancel that. And let's move people over here. Knight of Despair won't breach, I think. But just to be safe. And let's send... Where's London? Alright, London was on the way back. Now let's let Mackie go back first. And I can send Devona... Not Devona, Frank. Wait, where's Devona? Oh well. Probably somewhere. Cheers for the beginning. Okay, that doesn't escape. So not an issue. Chloe. also doesn't escape. That's done. Who else is... took a while. I think this is the only one. Everyone's already killed their targets. And that's that. Alright, Porcubus. Repression was good. You can try repression again. And this one, yeah, Hunter doesn't need its white damage. Then we can get the Vona. They say the pleasure it provides exceeds the amount a human can bear, but there's no one who can explain how it truly feels. Shall I necklace around its neck? Nobody knows, tied it up. Was unaffected by any attack dealt to it from outside its reach. Admitted. According to the other employees, it wouldn't be too difficult to become intimate with it, and once I get along with it, I could acquire all of it with ease. He said when the time comes, Porcubus will lead down so that I can easily reach the thorns. Didn't take long until it got to where I could pet it. We tried Insight, that was bad. Repression was normal. Haven't tried Instinct yet. Ooh, Instinct is high. So that's what we are going to do. Insight. Frank, do that again. Night of Despair. The last one who did Night of Despair was Maki. And I think it's already... I don't think that's overkill. You can send Maki again. Given that she's only 62. Only difference is she's got the teardrop tattoo. As for the dimensional variant, Galena was the last one, and that was 20. Galena's okay. And we can just send someone doing this. Nothing there. Again, London can do that. Just 3, so no risk of the... No risk of a meltdown. Wait, I may need to farm Elena a bit. Need 45. I think I've already sent Elena to work on something like that. Nope. Nope. Alright, I'll send Elena to do some work like this. Yep. So we can just raise a fortitude. That was good. Yeah, repression was slow. That was weird. This was slow, but this was normal. That's weird. Anyway, back to the lore of this abnormality. When I first touched his thorns, it felt quite prickly. It felt like a giant needle penetrated my skin. Though there wasn't any bleeding and the pain went away after a moment. And there it was, the most intense happiness you'd ever experience. Should make your knees weak. When I snapped out of it, I found myself drooling. It scared me, so I didn't go back for a while. Then the situation gets worse. You'll get withdrawal symptoms, like retching or sweating. Different employees show different symptoms. One employee even pulled out all their teeth because they felt like bugs were crawling over them. How it felt? I can't find the words to describe it. Remember the greatest happiness you've ever felt in your life? This feeling would be hundreds of times better. Say I'm the last employee in charge of Porcubus. That's understandable. The brain craves more intense stimulation. At first, all I had to do was be lightly pricked by one of the thorns. Now I have to rub my whole body against it to get the same high. Feels like all the blood in my body will rush to my head, eventually bursting it. I've already imagined my head bursting thousands of times anyhow. Okay, so I guess this is that head bursting thing is this one. And the temperance is level 3 or lower. So they don't have enough temperance to resist. Yeah. That's that. We still need to do some more work with it. But before that, let's prioritize farming. Once nothing there is finished, I can trigger the meltdown. I might just wait until London heals up a bit. Okay, London's fully healed. Hunter. And... ooh, Devona. Where the hell is Devona? Oh, Devona's here. I remember sending her over to One Sin. That's done. Let's let the singing machine finish. And we can go for the warm-hearted woodsman. See what's in store for us. Okay, we got the warm-hearted woodsman, we got the all-around helper, One Sin's not really an issue. For the Alephs, we got nothing there. Which is good since London's already just on the way back. Crumbling armor. Can send Eliza over. And Porcubus. Adam can deal with that. All around helper. I think Velasquez needs some work done. Increase that. Ooh, they're fry shits. Out of all our people, who needs more work for fry shits? Huh, Quinn still has Justice 4. That's interesting. Just send Vera. This thing is Hunter. And I think that's that. And send Galena over to work on this. Or Maki. Yeah, just one more for Maki. And this one's gonna be for Galena. I think Schadenfreude didn't trigger. Crumbling armor is instinct. Not bad. Jack Light Necklace. Don't need to worry about this breaching, thanks to. And it's Porcubus. That's a guy with his head burst open. Also, Maxi box of 16 deals black damage as we've seen. Ooh. I have to get going, it's almost time work. Actually, I'm drenched with sweat right now. Did you notice? Oh, and Porcubus doesn't show any aggression, unlike your speculation. It didn't eat us or bite our heads off or anything. All the corpses were smiling happily? That's all. Just makes people smile until death. Yep. No one's to blame. I have to go through hell every day. You're just having a small taste of heaven. And that's pleasure. We got more black armor. This gays have black defense. Yeah, no, we still don't have a hay armor that has black apart from their fry shits. This armor, okay, it's also this. The Warm-Hearted Woodsman also has that. Will London be able to reach it in time? Huh. Yep. Power of 5. If I wanna do more work. And I think I can still do more for Porcubus. Right now we're just going to wrap up the day. We're going to reach 660 anyway. I'm going to let Adam work on this again with attachment to get the good results. And just continue the same machine. If we're unlucky, Hunter's just gonna get level 4 again. Porcubus gonna be done. Escape information 2. Very normal. Normal stats. Doesn't have any weakness aside from pale. Only difference is it's impervious to ranged attacks. You know what? I feel sorry for you. You never felt these things and you never will. but you have to interview an employee on the edge like me while pretending to be decent. Now it's time for my head to burst. Good day. That's that. Another weapon. The Seagull suit's decent, but eh. Right, let's send Adam over here. Farm that guy. Oh, we might be able to send London over here again to get the... Yeah. Just need 22. 222. Now have an LF weapon. Is it good? Yes, it's good. Can't farm it, fortunately. Let's wrap this up. So let's just continue farming. I might even farm this one more time. So before Silent Orchestra breaches, and this is Silent Orchestra. Before Silent Orchestra breaches, we're just going to end the day, just like I did when the previous days. Movements 2 to 4, cheerful and fast. Employees start to forget everything and show fervent adoration towards the symphony. The emotion soon turns into internal insanity, driving them to attack anyone near them. The orchestra gives impetus to the music, bringing the entire department to its demise. When all the performers have gathered, the music that no one can hear but everyone can listen to begins. So we need 18 if you want normal. Okay. I think we can do one more. One more of that. And nothing there. We now have mimicry. Sure. And one more. Wait. I'll let the singing machine finish first. Okay, I think that's enough. This is a long episode, 130 minutes, but it's 2 days, so I guess that's a good excuse. All right, 2, and we can get these 2 LF items. We got the Da Capo, fast, medium. It's kinda weak, but it's LF, so it deals a bonus damage to lower level. This one's good against white. Finale. The music shall perforate your entire being. And before that breaches, we can proceed to the next day. Okay, you got Quinn is now Higher Justice. Galena, Prudence maxed out. Mackie, Temperance, not quite maxed out. It's kind of weird. It's just 84. Velasquez finally is now at level 4 for level 5 fortitude. Can now work on nothing there. Dakota, not so much bonus. Hunter, we are lucky that Hunter got directly to the 5 from 3. Elena, Okay, now Lane is ready to farm Singing Machine. Devona didn't get to Temperance 5. But Frank is now ready to deal with that. And Adam's Justice was raised to 5. Huh. And we finished the mission. One. FO187. The city still remained a beautiful place where the emerald roads sparkled bright as ever. 393. Let us meet again as stars. TU175. The smiling faces are unfamiliar, it's sorrowful. Again, we got a 1. FO187. The city still remained a beautiful place where the emerald roads sparkled bright as ever. Hey, are you listening to me? I yearn to help people. No, becoming a wing is not my goal. Well, everyone says that, but let me put it this way. What use are wings if you can't fly? What if we could reach the sky without wings? What I mean is, if we grow the stalk straight up like a tree, we could reach the sky for sure, even if it would be a slow climb. Can you feel it? The sunlight here is very warm. Sometimes I dream about photosynthesis, lying down comfortably with my eyes closed, just soaking it up. Close my eyes, basking in the sunlight's warmth. So that was a memory that was unlocked in the previous day. Well, that task I gave you was pretty easy, don't you think? Though a couple of times you're too indecisive and passive. Next time you should. Gebra, this suppression plan you sent me? Don't you think the scale is a tad bit too grand? Alright, now move along. You spat out what you needed to. Come on, you know a similar incident happened before. I'm the head of the welfare team after all. I just felt I should point it out. Yeah, got it. How about you head back to your department now and lab up that coffee you love so much? And another thing, some of the ego in my department seems to be malfunctioning. I'm sure you had nothing to do with it, right? Although your recent suppression was strangely quick. I'll be sure to make it up to you. But if you press any further on this, those ego you value so much may be pointed at your head. Aye, I'll be on my way then. Man, why'd I have to draw the short stick? The companions I have are either a hot-headed warmonger or some weird kids with unreadable minds. It's been a while since I came down to the middle layer. Long time no see, Hesed. Oh ho! Are you here to see Gebra? Careful what you say, you might just end up with a hole in your head. Take care. Is that true, Gebra? Don't get lost, Hesed. Odd, what brings you here? So, it's about the suggestions you made involving the abnormality breach training. I feel it needs some adjusting. Go on. Well, if we were to engage on a head-on assault like you suggested, our employees would suffer heavy casualties around this section. I believe if we changed the training plan like so to be to a more defensive stance here, the casualties would be lower. Does it seem alright? But then... Aren't we being too nice to those abnormalities with this kind of response? I'm sorry, but I don't understand. Forget it. Since you're head of the training team, your opinion is final, right? I am, well, as long as you're willing to. Do it. Oh, thank you. See you later. Hod. Huh? Yes? You forgot your report. Ah, I could have lost it. Phew, I thought you were going to shoot me in the head like Kessa said. Thanks again. Pod's too soft. If I were the head of the training team, I'd never act like her. Mission, the purpose of pain too. Never ever cower before your enemies. Even if they seem dangerous. Just have to focus on hacking away and tearing apart each and every one of them. Show me that you will use any means necessary to kill a number of those valve level monsters. Our goal is to suppress 5 valve abnormalities. Thinking of expanding disciplinary today? If you are, let's do it quickly. Hey, the disciplinary team, we have 3 research proposals. For the lore run, I normally, for the first few departments, I actually read them all. But for the later runs, you've already seen it, so I'm just going to read what I pick rather than just read all of them. So yeah, we got Kebra, and we have 3 researches. If it was a normal run, say a normal casual run, okay, I'm breaking the lore run thing here again. So if I'm going to do a casual run, I would go for this one. But for safety strat, I would pick the execution bullets. Just in case we encounter an abnormality that absolutely requires execution bullets. Rabbit team is iffy. If you want to see Mew and the rabbit team, sure, we might get the rabbit team. But yeah, this one's ideal just for the sake of it. But just for the sake of safety, we are going to get execution bullets. Right. The lore for execution bullets. Employ execution bullets. The bullet activates the disposal protocol implanted in the supplied ID card and ego. Use this to remove wild and uncontrollable employees, or to eliminate those who may become the cause of a myriad of problems at any moment. Right. Gonna get this research put through. And let's confirm. Okay. So, an abnormality taking the form of a straw scarecrow. Straw is stained with blood. Let's just take a look at it before we end this episode. FO187, yeah, it's a scarecrow. Go back to the deployment screen. And I'm just going to read Mimicry, and I'm going to have to wrap up today. I still have to edit the episode for tomorrow, so I'm going to have to cut this episode short. But we are now at day 28, and let's just look at Mimicry. Recovered 25% damage dealt to the target as HP. So it's got lifesteal. The yearning to imitate human form is sloppily reflected on the ego, as if it were a reminder that it could remain a mere desire. As if it were a reminder that it should remain a mere desire. When the unfamiliar and otherworldly eyes stare at you, you'll feel a chill up your spine. If pushed to the limit, one can wield it. It can deliver a powerful downswing that should be impossible for a human. And we didn't unlock anything else. In terms of a suit, the Dakapo is still ways to go. We got 4, Nakapo's gonna be 120. And we didn't actually set up someone to actually be an ideal. So someone with lower temperance but very high prudence. We don't have that right now. We have enough law points to build one, but yeah. I'll think about it. Okay, so that's it for this episode. And we are going for day 28 tomorrow. And I really don't have anything else to say. So thanks for watching. Again, the VODs are available on my YouTube channel. The link is in the description. New episodes every 0 UTC or 8 o'clock AM Philippine time. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode. Or if you're going to be following me on Twitch, see you when I go online. I'm not sure about my schedule because Tarkov wipe is tonight, whether I'm going to be addicted to Tarkov, and I have enough buffer for 2 days, so I might not be able to stream tomorrow. So yeah, just decide to whether to get the notifications. Anyway, that's it. Zero signing off. And that's not for the recording. Still have to edit this. Finally met Gebra and Hesed, Hebrew pronunciations. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this stream. I've been streaming for almost over 3 hours already. Thanks for watching. Probably the highest viewer count I have for this series. And Zero signing off.